Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 88, and today we are returning with the season finale as we face Middlesbrough at home in the final game of the Premier League season, where, of course, a win will see us crowned champions of the league for the first time in the save, and then the FA Cup final against Arsenal at Wembley as well, as we aim to get a domestic double. And I was planning on just doing the final day today, and then the FA Cup final in the next episode, and I thought, why don't we just do them together? We may as well, because, of course, after the win against Brighton in the last episode and Chelsea losing to Spurs, it does appear now as though the Premier League final day is not going to be too dramatic. Even a point today will realistically do it for us, because if Chelsea win on the final day, they're at home to Fulham, they'll need to score 16 goals or more to be crowned champions, which of course isn't going to happen. So it's not going to be too dramatic today, or so we think, hopefully, touch wood. And yeah, I thought we might as well do the FA Cup final together as well for a nice little double-header season finale, and hopefully domestic double come the end of the episode as well. Now, dives to the first games this episode, the Premier League final day. Just one thing to report: the day before the final day, Sessegnon pulled his knee ligaments in training, typical, which means he'll be out for the final day, and he's going to miss the FA Cup final next weekend as well. So very disappointing, but let's just dive straight into the first game. And again, don't forget, all we need to do today is just get the 1 point and we are crowned champions. Chelsea are at home to Fulham, we're at home to the Borough. Both our opponents have nothing to play for, and right now in the injury report, as you can see, Sessegnon and Guilherme are both down and will both miss today's game. And this is our team. Fans in goal: the back four: Goncalves, Kimpembe, Van Dijk and Odriozola, with Alenya and Ramsden through the middle. Further forward, Rabiot on the left, Dennis on the right, and the OG Sports player Maria, who, as things stand, is on course for his third consecutive golden boot with Cardiff City. Incredible from our vice-captain leading the team out today. And on the bench, Henderson, Geordie, Stefano McKennie, Jason, who's definitely going to come on at some point, Sterling and Pedro Antonio as well. In fact, we start Jason out of Rabiota, so the captain can start the game and play the whole game. Or keep the kid out there. Let's keep the kid out there and bring him on for Maria at some point. So yeah, first game and the final game of the Premier League season. Get the point and we are crowned champions. Come on, you Bluebirds. So I'm going to keep it calm in the dressing room. Keep it calm and say to the boys, we can clinch the title with a final victory here. So go out there and impress me. Let's get it done. I mean, we might have gone out of the Champions League in the semis in midweek, but like I said, I wasn't bothered. We lost the first leg 3-0. I couldn't see us scoring 3 goals in the second leg, but we really should have done based on the chances we got. We fielded the weakened side for it to make sure that no one will be injured apart from Sessegnon now after training, and make sure that everyone is fit. Early goal today, and that will set us on our way. And that's what we want to see. We want a party atmosphere here in South Wales today. A couple of early goals on the board and a convincing win on the final day to celebrate the title and our first Premier League in style. And that is the start we were looking for. Peleo Maria going for the golden boot puts us 1 goal up inside the first 40 seconds. It's party time, baby. The fans are ready to celebrate. Odriozola down the right hand side, which is a dangerous cross. Look at that across the ground. And Maria's strike deflects in off the goalkeeper and in to the far corner as he's beating his chest as we take the early lead. Perfect start, 1-0 Cardiff. It's yours, Goncalves. There we go. Well done, mate. And now Rabiot takes over. Piero is going to send it long for Maria to run onto. 1-on-1 and shot saved. Gets it back. Second shot blocked, turned behind for a corner. He's now got 29. I think it's 29 Premier League goals. That means he's 4 clear of second place. So bar a miracle from the chasing pack, it should be his golden boot again. And that's pretty incredible as well. 3 straight golden boots for Peleo Maria. And as we know, a player that's really struggled since the save began, as Rabiot's head of save there, playing in big games. This year he's come good in a lot of our big games as well. And 3 consecutive golden boots, very impressive. We've been flirting with the idea of selling him for the past couple of years now, but I think based on how he's performed this season in particular, I think he should stay. It's not his best goal-scoring year for us, but again, this season he scored a lot of goals in a lot of big games, and that was very encouraging to see, as the Borough will clear it straight to Carlisle. We can get a second goal here. Gonzalez shot blocked. Rabiota, there it is. Second goal. Piero the Kid with the finish. Cardiff City 2, Borough 0. Give us this title at half time. I mean, don't, obviously, because that would be ridiculous. But still, start the engraving. Start the engraving. Don't worry about it. You won't need to tip exit come full time. We will be surely crowned champions, bar the collapse of all collapses here as Ramsden finds Alenya. Imagine tip exing the engraving on a trophy. Alenya makes it free though. It surely is party time now. Cocky keep Carls to the end of the season has been fantastic. Handing it to Chelsea at full time after we lose the game 4-3. Imagine that. They're just like, what happened there? Oh, yeah, sorry about that. We were putting Cardiff City's name on it at half time. Anyway, 3-0. And Chelsea, speaking of Chelsea, have just gone in front there just before the break. So they're doing their job. And of course, we are thoroughly doing ours as well. 3-0 at half time. And I think as well, I might take off Maria now as well. He won't be happy about it. But the one thing we don't want to see is injuries before the FA Cup final. And I also want to get Jason on the pitch as well. So he can lift the trophy come full time as well. So Jason will come on. We'll have to bring on Pedro Antonio for someone as well. Let's take off Dennis too. I think we'll do. We'll play Jason in his natural role on the right-hand side. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring on Weston McKennie for the final 18 minutes, because this might be the final time we see McKennie. There's a big chance I'll be selling him next season. So let's bring on McKennie. We'll swap these two roles around here. I'm playing as the ball-winning midfielder, which is his preferred role. So McKennie coming on for perhaps the final time here for the 17 minutes. That will please a lot of you guys, but I like Weston. Let's give him his farewell game. And that is going to do it then. Oh, wait. Do you get title celebrations if you go 3D in the Premier League? I know you can with cups in FM, but I've always missed the chance to do that because I play on 2D. Can you get it in 3D? Will it come in 3D? Oh, it doesn't. That's a shame. I thought you got Premier League title celebrations in 3D. But either way, it's a 3-0 final score. Cardiff City are champions of the Premier League. We avoid the epic collapse on the final day. And I'm going to say passionately to the boys, congratulations. These are the moments we are living for. For the first time in the save, Cardiff City are Premier League champions. Get in. Feels good. Feels very good indeed. And of course, there was nothing to decide on the final day. The bottom three had already been decided. We already knew who were going to be in the top four next year. The only thing was the Premier League. And of course, we taking on Borough at home. We were fully expecting to get the win, which we did. So great to win the title. And there it is on cue. Cardiff win Premier Division 5-0 against Borough was our pivotal match. I don't think so. To me, the pivotal match was the 3-0 win against Arsenal. That was the pivotal match to me back on the 30th of January. Because I said during this period that we had two massive games in January. Come the end of January, we'll know if we can win the title or not. We had that incredible comeback draw against Liverpool when we were 3-1 down and drew 3-3. And then beat the Gunners 3-0 just before before February started as well. That to me was more pivotal. And I've been praised by the Cardiff supporters. And I am very, very, very nervous about checking the Icons, Favoured Personnel and Legends list. Because I want to see if I've made it onto the Legends list. I also want to see if Udinese's qualified with the Champions League. They didn't. They finished 7th. But I want to see if we've if I've made it onto the Legends list. Let's check together. Am I there? No, I'm still not there. Maria and myself have now jumped up to the top 2 in the Icons list, but I'm still not a Cardiff legend yet. Jason, we're yet to join you. I have said before, I'm confident come the end of save, all 3 of us will be there together, but still Jason remains the only Cardiff legend. Such a shame, we're not there yet. More achievements popping up in the bottom right there as well. I love that when those come up there, because I have to Google them to find out what they are, because I don't know. But anyway, it's a record high points total for Cardiff, 92 in the Premier League season. You do see as well, Maria was the Golden Boot winner with the, I thought it was 27 or 28, it's 26 in the end, but still, it's enough for Paleo to win his 3rd consecutive Golden Boot. I win Manager of the Year for the 3rd time. I think it's the 3rd time, I believe. Yeah, there we are. 3rd time in the Premier League. That's fantastic as well. And to be fair, I think I deserve it as well. 92 points on the board. Top scorers with 91 as well. And do you remember last season when I talked about our biggest problem was that we just couldn't beat the big teams? We lost 7 times last year. And apart from Watford, all the teams that beat us were above us in the table, I think, apart from Man City. But this year, the 4 losses we had, Chelsea and United, but the other 2, Southampton and Watford, we were so much better against the big teams this year, winning 29 out of our 38 games. Again, top scorers in the Premier League as well. Absolutely fantastic. And what a season for Cardiff City. And look at that as well. Everyone, apart from 3 players in the Team of the Year, Kepa and Leon Bailey from Chelsea, and Bennett, who finished, I think, runner-up in the Golden Boot race as well, was up top with Maria too. And it's safe to say, despite all the incredible things we've done with Cardiff in 9 years, Premier League champions, FA Cup winners, back-to-back Carabao Cup champions, Champions League finalists, I haven't won everyone over yet. Gary Hughes is not a fan. How JC keeps on fooling people is beyond me. He sees right through me, he does. He sees right through me. And Damir Zukov says an award. For what exactly? Doing his job. They don't love me exactly wholeheartedly at Cardiff. I'm not unanimously loved by the fans yet. I don't know what it's going to take. If I'm not unanimously loved by now, I don't know what it's going to take. I do think the one thing as well that makes our achievement even better, particularly in the Premier League as well, is that when you look at the spend of all clubs on their salary, and you look at where we are right now. Of course, year after year after year, we've increased our wage expenditure. But look at this here. We spend on annual £97.5 million on player wages. Yet when you look at the top six, the teams above us, they are way above us right now. Arsenal top spenders, 252 million a year, then United 234 million, City and Liverpool wrap up the top four, all spending over 200 million pounds. But even Chelsea and Spurs are spending over or close to, in Spurs' case, 150 million per year. We haven't even had a single season spending more than 100 million yet. We haven't got close to, well, I'll say we haven't got close. We haven't even broken the 100 million pound threshold per year yet. And I think that's what makes our achievement so good. All of these teams here can attract the world-class elite players from the get-go. With the salary they can offer them, the bonuses they can offer them as well. And of course, well, don't forget that means that their squad can be thicker as well, because it means that even their reserve players are getting paid a pretty penny for their services. Whereas for us, we have to be smart with our money. And I think, yes, we made some bad decisions here and there, but I think that speaks volumes really, that we don't even spend £100 million a year on salary compared to our opponents, and yet we still were able to win the championship this year. I think that's incredibly impressive. Anyway, second and final game is the FA Cup final. It's Arsenal at Wembley. We had a nice little rivalry with Arsenal this year in the FA Cup final as we go for a domestic double for the first time in the series. Let's see if we can pull it off. But whether we do it or not, it's still been a great season. And here's the game. Sessegnon and Guilherme both out of the game, as is Brahim as well. Just picked up a knock too, so he'll be playing the game. And therefore, it's the exact same team apart from two changes that you saw against the Borough. Henderson back between the six. He is our cup goalkeeper. And the back four has gone Cowes, Kimpembe, Geordie coming in, and Odriozola. Alenya and Ramsden through the middle. And further forward, Rabiot on the left, Dennis on the right, the OG Sporting Maria up top, and on the bench, fans, Van Dijk, Stefano McKennie, Jason Sterling. And in fact, let's give Pedro Antonio a start. Let's put Pedro Antonio in, although we'll have to play Jason if we do that, won't we, for the captain? Yeah, let's put Maria back in. Maria up top, and bench fans, Van Dijk, Stefano McKennie, Jason Sterling, and Pedro Antonio. So, second and final game, FA Cup final. Let's get our domestic double, but whether we do or not, won't be too fussed. Come on, you Bluebirds. We've exceeded our expectations in every single competition this year, so this would just be a bonus. But I will say passionately to the boys, get out there and prove to everyone you're winners. We are a winning club now, and to be fair, this is a statement game for us here. Get out there and prove that we've got what it takes now to be regarded as one of, if not the best club in English football. Get out there, boys. Go on. I still can't believe we beat Arsenal in that semi-final second leg, though. That was ridiculous. Fully rotated side, completely weakened lineup, and yet we still won by a goal to nil. And of course, we should have won by 2 or 3 goals. And if we scored those 3 goals, we would have taken it into extra time, which is just ridiculous. But anyway, doesn't matter. Of course, Arsenal is the Champions League final. By the way, their opponents are going to be Bayer Leverkusen. Over 2 legs, them against Paris Saint-Germain finished 3-3, but they went for on the away goal ruling. So, it'll be Arsenal versus Bayer in Champions League final. And right now, of course, we're going for that FA Cup win as Dennis attacks down the right-hand side. And, I just couldn't find Maria, and Arsenal clear. Alenya, free kick into the middle. Geordie's header well saved by the goalkeeper. And Rabiot dispossessed by Chiesa. And it's a penalty, I think. Penalty. And I see at the bottom there, surely a dive by Rabiot. I think Rabiot's just bought us a penalty. We've won quite a few spot kicks in recent weeks. Alenya dispatched them all. And that run continues. It's 4 from 4 in recent weeks for Carls. But Arsenal will not be happy. I saw in the bottom there, surely a dive by Rabiot. The Italian hitting the deck, selling one, and giving us a spot kick which Carls converts from 12 yards. 1-0 to Cardiff City, and we've got the breakthrough. Albeit, fortunately, it seems, though, as Odriozola's throw is cleared away, but Ramsden nods it onto Carls Alenya, who goes for goal. Oh, cocky Carls! I love this guy. He's getting a new contract in the summer with just 1 year left on his deal. 17th of the year, and particularly in big games as well. He really enjoys playing in them, and he often comes good. 2 goals in quarter of an hour. And of course, 2 years ago in the FA Cup final, it was Jason that put on that masterclass. This time around, it's Carls Alenya. But can't rule out Arsenal from getting back in this game here. 2-0 up. But the Gunners, of course, as we know, have a phenomenal side. As Yuri Tielemans has space down left across. In it goes. Chiesa's header blocked. Bellerin's shot also blocked. But Pepe's attempt is over the bar. And it's still 0-0. Halfway through the first half, we've not exactly played better than the Gunners. In fact, statistically speaking, you'd say the hosts have looked the better team, yet we still lead by 2. Sorry, hosts? They're not hosting, are they? I mean, it's Wembley, for goodness sake. It's a neutral venue. You can't host. Dennis down the right-hand side, though, is going to play it long to Maria. It's headed away, and Aymeric Laporte gets it back for the Gunners. They can get a goal back in the first half. That's going to be crucial for them. Right before half-time, getting themselves a goal, reducing the deficit, halving it to 1, and then getting right back in this game. Tielemans on the ball. Finds Jadon Sancho, and Sancho feeds it through to Bellerin. Lovely finish by Hector into the back of the net, and there is that goal, 2-1. Jadon Sancho, a lovely threaded through ball to pick out Hector Bellerin, who didn't go back to his position, instead continues his run. I think it was Alenya actually that switched off and allowed him through. Kimpembe got sucked into the right-hand side, and that allowed Bellerin a free run at goal, who also put the finishing touch on the move as well. So 2-1, and Arsenal back in the game. Goncalves receives the ball. Feeds it into Presnel Kimpembe. Got to keep a cool head now. So I'm going to say to the boys, calm down. Where are we here? Where are we? Calm down. Calm down. Keep it cool, lads. Keep it cool. We've surrendered our 2-goal lead, but we are still in front. Dennis feeds it into Ramsden. Cleared, but Dennis there finds Maria, and Paleo slots it into the bottom corner, but it's disallowed for offside, and it will not count. Dennis with a free one. Actually, oh, look at that. That's very tight. That's very, we have seen some incredibly tight VAR decisions in this season. Some have gone our way, some haven't. That one didn't, and it looked very close indeed. Very even, but it might have just been a fraction offside there. Still 2-1, that'll do it for an action-packed first half. We're 45 minutes away from our first ever domestic double. 20 minutes to go, still leading by a goal. Tempted to take off the OG off. He's looking apprehensive and push Alenya further forward, but as things stand on to make changes, we're doing fine. All right, now let's do it. Jason on for Gonzalez. And now we can get Alenya further forward to play balls through to Pedro Antonio, who's going to come on from Maria as well. So double change with 6 minutes to go. But as Goncalves nods it down and Carles receives it, is there going to be a late goal here? Rabiota finds Carles, who's been a man of the match performer so far. As our number 8 is going to look for a bit of space and pop it out wide towards Odriozola. Spaniards linking up, and now Dennis takes over. Back to Odriozola, aches the space to cross. Maria's in the middle, heads it over, still 2-1. Bellerin down the right-hand side. He's going to drive over the halfway line, running at our back line here. He's already scored 1. He's found Jadon Sancho. What a tackle by Odriozola. We tell the boys to regroup now we lose possession. Much lower our tempo as much as we can. Don't play out of defence. You've got to clear it, then clear it. Stop working the ball into the box as well. Just shoot if you want to have a go. As Tielemans' corner is claimed by Henderson. 4 minutes away from the FA Cup. Going to make my final sub now in stoppage time. Stefano for Odriozola, who's looking nervous out there. He might have made a great challenge, but if he's looking nervous, I don't want him on the pitch for stoppage time. And, it is now the 94th minute, so what I'm going to do is going to go to the 3D. I've never had, trophy celebration before, because, of course, I always play on 2D. But as Pepe takes the throw, if we survive this, it will be our names on the trophy. But as David Neres on the ball, it's not over yet. Kimpembe makes the tackle. Goncalves clears. And that should surely be that. Where's the final whistle, ref? Goncalves hoofs it long. And there it is. Here it is. Yes. Yes. Cardiff City celebrate the trophy. And for the first time I get to see it. There I am with the grey trousers and the brown loafers. Jason lifting the trophy. And yes, the boys are doing the lap of honour. I've never seen that before because I always play on 2D. Cardiff City domestic double winners. Arsenal, good luck to you in the Champions League final. I hope you win it, your first ever. But for us, we win a domestic double and I'm absolutely buzzing. Come on, Cardiff. So passionately, I'll say to the boys, I'm happy your performance out there. Enjoy your success, lads. Cardiff City domestic double winners for the first time in this haven. What a season for Cardiff City as well. Absolutely incredible. And we will end the episode, of course, by doing the end of season recap as well. It was a truly remarkable season because we exceeded our expectations in every single competition. And I once again, we delighted the board. So have we made it on there now? Yes! yes, I'm a legend. I'm a Cardiff City legend. Maria's not made the jump, though. Peleo's still an icon. I've made it onto the list, though. I'm a Cardiff City legend. Gutted that Maria's not made the jump with us, though. That's such a shame. I said come the end of save, all three of us will be legend. Maria is not there yet. And I'm disappointed nobody yet has made it onto the favoured personality icons list. The Cardiff fans, they are not... They're not sentimental, are they? They are not one bit sentimental. You've got to really prove your worth if you're going to be even a favoured person at this club. Because you could say Goncalves should be there. I think Kimpembe deserves to be there, really. You could say Alenya, after the 4 years he spent with us too, should be there as well. But instead, it's just me, Jason and Maria. Us three together. But Maria, not a legend yet. But I think one more amazing season and he could well be. And as we do the end of season awards as well, we see the players inducted into the Cardiff overall best 11. Right now it looks like this with the subs bench as well. You'd have Onana in goal, but for Calvas, Geordie, Kimpembe, and Odriozola, and Lenya and Jason sitting deep together. I love that. Jason, obviously, we phased him into the middle of the park in his final years, and he still is, of course, in the team of the year, obviously. Further forward, Sessegnon on the left, Sterling on the right, the OG and Maria up top. On the bench would be Henderson, Johnny Evans, Stefano, Josh Murphy, Camarasa, Ward-Prowse, and Pedro Antonio as well. You can see the end of season awards then. Maria was the fans player of the season with 43% of the votes. I think rightfully so as well. Absolutely incredible year. Although I think Sessegnon as well, it was a close second and rightfully so. Ryan this year was phenomenal for us. Brahim won goal of the season. We can watch that, so let's do that. Sometimes you don't get to see the goal of the season, sometimes you can. And I remember this was Brahim's first goal for the club. He came back from his loan spell. This was his debut, and he scored an absolute peach from 30 yards. And then his next game for us, he scored another goal of the season contender against City in the Premier League. But Fans was our signing of the season in the end. And I must say, that's very surprising. Especially with these red arrows. 32.5 million plus Andre Onana. Don't forget, it was a very pricey contract. He did keep 9 clean sheets in 15 in the Premier League. And as we know, he's only 20 years old. And he is going to become one of the best goalkeepers in the world. I mean, he already is right now. But either way, that's a surprise. I thought Dennis was going to get it, or Virgil van Dijk. You know, both of those players had a full season. Or even Ramsden, who was brilliant as well. Or even the Icelandic kid. I mean, probably not. But I would have thought that Ramsden, Dennis, or Van Dijk on a free, lest we forget, would have been more likely and better winners. But either way, Fans was the signing of the season. And a young player of the season went to Goncalves at 24 years old, though. Of course, won't be eligible next year. And as for our season review, it was a memorable season for Cardiff as they tasted success in the English Premier Division and the FA Cup. Few would have tipped Cardiff to achieve more than continental qualification at best heading to the season, but the Bluebirds confound their expectation by finishing top of the pile as unlikely champions. Why don't you say champions? You don't need to add unlikely into that. It was a superb season for the Bluebirds who, aside from a short spell around November when they dropped to 7th, crept into contention against the odds and outlasted their favoured rivals. The match of the season was our 5-0 win against the Borough, and I don't think it should have been on Boxing Day. I really think it should have been either the 3-3 draws against Liverpool or Arsenal, or... No, actually, thinking about it, it should have been a 5-1 win against Chelsea, shouldn't it? Why not the 5? That must be just the highest scoring game for us. It should have been the 5-1 win against Chelsea. That was the moment where we turned the season on its head, I'd say. And a moment to forget was the 3-0 loss to Chelsea at Stamford Bridge earlier in the season. As for the dynamics of the club, as you can see, our 3 team leaders are still Jason, Maria and Sessegnon as well. Although I do think next season Jason will probably step down as team leader at some point. As next season, he will barely play for us next season. I wanted to get him that first Premier League. He's got it now. I think next season he'll barely play and he'll most likely end up retiring come the end of next year. Because don't forget, he'll be 33 at the start of next season as well. So he'll probably step down as team leader. And I want to see Kimpembe become team leader next year. That's what I'm hoping for. And as for the social groups as well, we've got 3 splits right now. Fans is the only one that's got no mates. But for the team meeting, I will say to the boys, passionately, shall we say we can win the title again? No, let's go one step below. The season is finished now and it's time to focus on what we can achieve going forward. I think we can qualify for the Champions League next year. We need to come out of pre-season with the same level of ambition, and all the boys are pleased with that as well. Let's not go too quick. Let's not go too quick. That can sometimes be your demise. Going too quick and not being realistic. You know, that wouldn't be too bad thinking about it in the final year of the contract. No, he's a winner. He's a winner. Keep Van Dijk here. And, yeah, let's get the boys back early too. 5 weeks. Yeah, good stuff. And so the last thing we'll do is we'll find out what transfer budget we've got next year as well. Hopefully we'll find that out soon. and we can find out what we will have next year. Oh, the Jason Arena. Is that what it's going to be called? Oh, I can't wait to read that email. Isn't Football Manager such a great game? I can't wait to read that email. Oh, that's incredible. So our top 5 shirt sellers this year, Maria, Rams, and Sessignon, OG, and Dennis. They're going to upgrade the youth facilities, which I really like to see. That's excellent. It'll take 5 months and cost £3.8 million. But as for the new stadium, do we need one? We've got 42. We just expanded our current one. Oh, okay. Well, it's very, very early days. Okay, they haven't got any plans. It's just they're going to look for suitable sites and possible investors, and there you go. It's not going to be a smooth process, and it'll be some time for. Yeah, okay, fair enough then. Fair enough. Okay, that's cool then. That's fair enough. I was going to say because we literally upgraded our stadium during the season. So 42,000 seats. So building a new stadium now seems a bit silly. We're going to search for a new site though. The planned capacity will be 56,500. And we'll see if we can hopefully find a new site at some point during next season. But for now, 42,000 is enough. We don't even sell out all of our games. We did towards the end of the season, but you might have noticed during last year, there were quite a few games where we didn't actually sell out the whole crowd. So, yeah, we don't need a new stadium, but it'll be nice when we get one. But there you go. Failed trade. That's one of the most frustrating parts of FM. When you try and get your player to learn a PPM and he fails to learn, it's just a waste of time. But where are these budgets? The Champions League final, I think, is today. So surely we'll find out by Monday. This is taking a long time, this. Actually, do you know what? It might not be until next week. There we go. It's next week, actually, 29th of May. So I'll process through to the 30th, and hopefully by then, once the Champions League final's been played, we'll find out what we're going to get to play with next year. Oh shit, Sessignon, contract. Oh mate, I forgot. I'm genuinely sorry, it slipped my mind. Okay, thank you Ryan. Sorry, I forgot. I promised to give Sessignon a new contract and I totally forgot about it, my bad. Oh, Ryan. Oh, he wants a big deal. He wants a big old deal, Ryan Sessignon. 33 grand for a clean sheet bonus. Mate, you play left wing for us most of the time. Oh man. You can have a big goal bonus though, because I like it when you score. But that's a lot of money to be asking for, Ryan. 175 grand a week? It's over 100 grand you're getting paid right now. Duck it down a little bit, mate. Come on, Ryan, be sensible. 150 grand a week, 5-year deal. Oh, he wants the 4-year deal. I'm not gonna even try and risk it. Fuck it. 150 grand a week, 4-year deal. Fine. Just keep Ryan here. He's such a good player. All right, here we are then. Finally, Saturday night, Arsenal versus Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League final. Sessignon's just penned that new deal. 4-year contract, 150 grand a week. And I'm pretty sure as soon as the game is played, as Arsenal win their first Champions League, beaten by Leverkusen on spot kicks in the end. You're welcome, lads. We should now find out our budgets for the new season on this Sunday. I mean, if not, then we're never going to get them. I don't think it's going to happen. Because we're still waiting. Oh, Pedro Antonio made into Champions League Dream Team. No way. We're still waiting. Why are we still... What for? What possible reason are we still waiting for? We've already wrapped up the season. The Champions League is over. All the domestic stuff is done. What? Why? Where? Do you know what? Sod it. We're into June now. The transfer window's opening in a week's time, and yet we still don't know what budgets we'll have for them. So instead, sod it. We may as well just leave it there. I feel like I might have missed it, but no, we can't have done because there's no way to have just £20 million for the transfer budget. So I don't know. What I'll do is I'll let you guys know on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter @DocLanders. I'll post a screenshot when they eventually come through. And we shall leave it there then. So that will end the season finale and season 9 of my Football Manager series, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy the episode, please drop a like, as likes are, of course, very much appreciated. What a way for Cardiff City to wrap up an incredible season. Domestic epic double winners as we win our first ever Premier League and win the FA Cup for the second time in the save as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Much love to you all. We'll come back in the next episode with a special in-depth look at the save like we do at the end of every single 3 seasons, and then after that we'll return after a little break with the new season as season 10 will get underway as Cardiff City will begin our title defence. Have a great day, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the next episode, the special in-depth look at the save, very soon. Bye now.